Cake toppers add height, colour and texture to cakes, and in this tutorial I'll show you 5 easy ideas to try. This first one is perfect for birthdays. Print or draw a number and then tape a piece of parchment paper over the top, onto a cake board or a plate. Melt chocolate in the microwave for 30 seconds at a time so you don't overheat it and cause it to seize, and spoon it into a Ziploc bag. Cut a small piece off one of the bottom corners and squeeze the chocolate through that hole to trace the number, starting with the outline and then filling it in. You can use a toothpick or the end of a spoon to flatten and smooth the chocolate. Cut a paper straw so that it's about an inch longer than the height of the cake, and press it into the number before the chocolate sets. Squeeze a bit more chocolate over the top of the straw and then place the number in a bowl or a tray and pour sprinkles over it. The tray or bowl will catch any bouncing sprinkles to make cleanup easier. Press the sprinkles gently into the melted chocolate to attach them and leave the chocolate to set, and then pick it up, letting the extra sprinkles fall into the bowl or tray and peel the chocolate off the parchment paper. Push the straw into a cake and voila! For shiny and delicious cake toppers, melt hard candy or boiled sweets in the microwave for 1 minute until they're liquid and bubbling. Wait about a minute for the sugar to stop bubbling and then drizzle the melted candy over a piece of parchment paper. If you use the melted candy immediately, it will spread out and pool when you pour it, but the longer you wait, the thinner the drizzles will be and the more control you'll have over the design. Piping is an easy way to attach these to a cake. So when the sugar cools, peel them off the parchment paper and push them into the frosting while the piping is still soft and sticky. When the buttercream sets, it will secure the toppers in place. No one will guess how incredibly easy these toppers were to make. Make dramatic, colourful toppers by pouring melted chocolate onto parchment paper or a silicone mat and spreading it around with an offset spatula to make a smooth, thin layer. Scatter some sprinkles on now and they'll stick because the chocolate hasn't set yet. Score lines in the chocolate now, while it's melted, so it will be easier to cut later. Leave the chocolate for about 30 minutes to harden, or put it in the fridge or freezer for just a few minutes, and then use a sharp knife to cut along the lines you scored earlier. Press the chocolate into the top of a cake to add some height and colour. For meringue pops, you'll use the piping bags and tips you already use for frosting cakes, and all you need are egg whites and sugar. Whisk them together until stiff peaks form, and I teach this in detail in my online course on 50 easy cake decorating techniques, along with 49 other techniques. The link for the course on my cake school is in the top of the screen and in the video description. Tint bowls of the meringue mixture with gel colours and spoon it into piping bags. Pipe whatever shapes you like over paper straws on parchment paper or a silicone mat, and add sprinkles if you like for some bling. And then bake them at 200 degrees Fahrenheit or 90 degrees Celsius for 90 minutes. By cooking them at a low temperature, you'll prevent the meringue discolouring. After 90 minutes, turn the oven off, but leave the meringue pops in the oven for another 2 hours, and by letting them cool this gradually, you'll prevent them from cracking. Lift the meringue pops up and push them into your cake, pushing the front ones in lower than the back ones so that they're all visible. For metallic toppers, use a tiny amount of gold or silver luster dust or edible glitter in a Ziploc bag and add chocolate malt balls or any other round chocolates. Seal the bag and shake the balls around gently to coat them in the powder. You only need about 1/8 of a teaspoon of luster dust for this. Place the metallic balls on top of a cake or make a border around the bottom. If you found this tutorial useful, for more ideas for cake toppers, borders, writing on cakes, frosting techniques, and decorative techniques, check out my online course on 50 easy cake decorating techniques. And I've put the link in the top of the screen and in the video description.